Welcome back, everybody, to Tut and Dax Play Minecraft. I was just doing a little shaft mining here. I think I'm just about to a few more blocks. I'll be at the end of this row. I'm under the jungle, so I decided to go ahead and build a shaft mine under here. That way, when I'm playing, the cactus farm above me will be spitting out cactus dye. Green cactus dye. So I've started doing a little shaft mine under here. So I have a tunnel. I have a shaft that goes 128 that direction. And I'm building tunnels which go 128 that direction. I like 128. 128 is good for two reasons. I may have said this before, but 128 is basically the maximum range for entities. So like if I wanted to run a minecart, if I have a second section over there eventually, and I want to run a minecart, an automated minecart that will bring material back to a main chest, that's basically as far as I can go, and it's still running while I'm mining over there. So that's kind of why I pick 128. And then also it's with an efficiency for a pickaxe, it's pretty quick. It takes about 2 or 3, probably 5 minutes each tunnel, depending on how much stuff you find. So you can do basically 2 rows in about 10 minutes. And, if you bump into some big coal veins or big redstone veins, your time can vary. If you don't bump into anything, it's pretty fast. I don't like the fast ones. So just want to put this stuff away. No gold. I've got a few diamonds. I got a stack of diamonds in 5, and some coal. I probably should take that. My furnaces upstairs are working overtime. Last night, I farmed quite a bit more glass, or more sand, and got that converted to glass, and the cactus farms upstairs, they're going pretty good. So I haven't really got any good times on them, but it seems like it's about a stack of green dye every hour, which is that's okay. Like I said, normally I'll just park in there and go AFK. Log out for the night, just let it run overnight, and then when I come back I get plenty of cactus. I did disconnect the auto feeder to the furnace because the spawn, it was so slow, about 1 or 2 a minute, that basically one cactus would go into the furnace, and then it would waste 1 coal to smelt that one furnace, or that one dye, and then the fire would go out, and then another one would come by, and it's making a liar out of me right now. Every time you hear it click, that's basically an item going up through there. So just while I was talking there, about 4 or 5 come through. There's another one. But it does seem like it's a little bit sporadic. Probably where I planted them all about the same time. They're probably close to the same cycle. But anyway, so right now I've disconnected the hopper, and when I'm ready to make dye, I can just reconnect that hopper, and all that will flow in there and be more efficient on my coal. Because I noticed that most of these hoppers, well, I can't see many of them. Let's go this side. I filled all these hoppers up with coal, and you can see this one here has a lot left. They were all the same. And this one over here, nothing. And I got that much coal left in this furnace. So this furnace here, that's burning the dye, is sucking up a lot of coal. So basically, not 100%, but basically all this 64, that's basically almost a 1-to-1 ratio of coal. So it took a lot of coal to make that. So anyway, that's why I disconnected the furnace. Long story short. So my next project, I was down there shaft mining, and I was kind of thinking about a squid farm. As you all know, I use a lot of black glass. and the black glass requires squid ink. And squid ink isn't the easiest thing to farm, nor is it the hardest. Wither skeletons are by far the hardest thing to farm in this game. And wither skulls are in a league of their own. So I was thinking about the squid farm, and I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and I think it might be worth my while to go ahead and build one over here near the cactus farm. That way when I'm underground shaft mining or in the shed or in the factory AFK waiting for green dye, I'll also be gaining ink. So a couple of things about the squid farm that I've learned is that this probably isn't the best place to build one. Because ideally you want to be a long way away from water, and I got a big giant ocean over there that's going to be spawning squids. So my spawn rates probably won't be stellar. But if I'm in the factory AFK overnight and I get a stack or two, I'm good with that. So I don't know what the spawn rates will be, but I do know that ocean over there is going to mess with my rates a little bit. So my goal is to stay as far away from that ocean as I can. So I'll probably build it over in here somewhere. Probably about right in here, I would think. I don't want to be too far, because I want good spawn rates. I want to be at least 32 blocks away from where I'll go AFK at. So they will spawn at all. So I'll probably go about right in here. And I'm going to start working on this. I'm probably going to start off with a I don't know, maybe a 10 by 10, maybe a 10 by 10 square, and then I'll go, it'll be pretty deep though. Squids only spawn between, hang on a second, I got the wiki up here. I've heard a couple different things, but most people say between 45 and 68 are where squids spawn. So some people say 43 and 68, and it's basically the water level, or 45 and 63, 62. Daggone it. 45 and 62 is what most people say. So if you look at your ocean level, or sea level, we can call it, it's basically 62. So they can spawn anywhere between 62 and 45. Some people say 43. So I'll probably go down to 43 for giggles. You know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't cost any more materials to dig 2 more layers. So anyway, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to start on digging the hole, and I will be right back. Well, this isn't very fun at all. Welcome back. Don't guess you all really went anywhere. But this is I'm digging a 10 by, I settled on 11 by 11. That's what I went with. So 11 by 11, and I'm just digging a hole. I'm going to dig this down. I'm currently at, what's my elevation? I'm at 54. So I'm going to go down to 45. And then I got to go a couple more below that to make some kind of collection system. Got to put some signs and whatnot to stop water. So I'll probably have to go about 3 or 4 more below that. Depends on what I want to do there. I can do a minecart, hopper, or just hoppers. Hoppers would take 100 though. It'd take 100 hoppers to collect everywhere. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I'll just keep digging and I'll be back in a flash. Okay, welcome back. Again, it was a flash for you. It was about 10 minutes for me, or 20. And going back over to my pit. It's kind of how it looks. So the next step in this exercise is to twofold, I suppose. I'm at 42. So that means 45. This is 42, 43, 44, 45. So I want to put some signs right here. And what this will do, it will stop the airflow or the water flow when I put the water down up there. Now, I don't have any idea how many signs I need. I figure it's a lot. And I probably didn't make near enough. But I will do that. And actually, I don't need signs right here. My edges will be taken care of. I'm actually going to put this in glass. So after I get all these signs placed, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So I got all the signs up, so a lot of signs. So next thing we want to do is put up our half slabs. So I'm going to have to dig this down at least 2 more layers. But I'll do that later. So the half slabs, just make sure you place them on the bottom part of your the block that you're attaching to. So what that does is it creates an air block. Basically, the game still thinks this is an air block, so things can't spawn. You don't want any zombies or anything spawning on this. I don't guess it really matters, but it will also these hash slabs will allow ink sacs to fall down through them into a hopper. So that's why I'm using half slabs, so we can put hoppers under here, and we can do the hoppers, and the items will just, when the squid fall down through here in the water, they can't swim up, so they always swim down. They'll eventually swim down to the bottom, and they'll fall down here on this half slab, and they'll suffocate because of lack of water. And then their ink sacs, after they suffocate, will basically fall through these half slabs into a collection system. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do on the collection system. I don't know if I want to do a hopper system, like that'd be 100 hoppers, 110 hoppers actually. That's a little steep on resources. Or I could build a little railroad track under here with a rail cart and have him dock at a certain place and then take back off. So make like a little circle, and then he would pick up all the ink sacs, and then he would come in and he would dock, kind of like those electric lawnmowers, unload his stuff. Then after he's unloaded, he would take back off and collect everything again. Now those things aren't the easiest things to build, but they are more resource friendly than 110 hoppers. So you calculate how much time it would take to collect that much iron, and it probably won't be a bad idea in the long run. So just check our time on this episode. So I still haven't decided exactly what to do on that. I had to switch my pickaxe to my other pickaxe because my Silk Touch was getting a little broken. went to go spend some time at the Skelly farm and get leveled up. No harm in lights down here either. And I'm probably just going to do hoppers. I don't want to figure that one thing out. I mean, I know that it's resource hungry. They take quite a few hoppers. I got several of them already built, and I got the iron to build them, so not really concerned about that. I'm really concerned about time right now, because I have built one of those minecart delivery systems in my single player world, and they're handy. I'll call mine my little robot, but I think I'll just do hoppers. Yeah, I don't really see a need to do all that minecart work and track. And the redstone behind the minecart system is pretty complicated too. You gotta use detector rails and things to know if it's empty or full, and it's not that hard, but it would be a little difficult. Okay, so what I gotta do, I gotta go over to my taiga, Extreme Hills taiga biome, and get some ice, and we're gonna put some water in this baby. And after we get the water filled up, then we can we should be able to go down and see what it looks like. I see a couple of holes I need to fill though. Eek. Is that the only one? I see one that's a lot lower. Let me go fill these holes up. There's one. Ouch. I don't really know how to get up there. I like that. It's like a little puzzle. Obviously that would have been a lot easier to take care of on the way down, but I didn't have any stone with me at the time. That's the only one, huh? Now that I got all these signs placed, it makes this a lot more difficult. But not impossible. Alright, so tear down all the scaffolding. I did find quite a bit of iron while I was mining this thing. Or digging this thing out. I think I found a stack of iron. It's getting dark. I realize it might be hard for y'all to see. Okay, so let's go sleep, and then we'll come back and put some water in this bad boy. I haven't really mastered the art of ice and water yet, but I think I have an idea of what to do. I had to move my bed way over here because I had zombies chasing me, so this was the only place where I could sleep. Alright, so I hope I got enough. I need to get my silk touch pick. My silk touch pick is just about broke. Yeah, I think that's all I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, go get that ice, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to eat there. Couple of things about ice. When you're trying to break ice that I've learned is that you got to put it too deep. So that's the main thing. So place it too deep. So we'll go 1, 2. Ah, it's slick. About fell off. Huh. Okay. I put that pillar there so I can have a indicator of where my corner was. Alright, so let's try to do this. Try to do this here without dying. Which that fall shouldn't kill me, but it would be a fall. I'll just hold down shift to be safe. Alright, so I'm going to place this ice too deep all the way around. And the reason you got to do it too deep. Maybe I'll get that later. Is because when you break ice, if it doesn't have an air block or a water a block under it, it will basically just disappear. So if you have a block underneath it, it will flow. So basically what you do, and you don't have to use 2 stacks of ice. I think you could use like a cobblestone layer and then an ice layer. And there's probably an easier way to do this. I've seen people like just put like a corner and then let it all flow out, but I haven't really figured out how they do that yet. Okay. Alright, so I'll place all this ice and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the ice placed here, so I'm going to start breaking it. And I got my non-silk touch pick. So I should be able to break that and make water. And I do. And that's good. And that's good, and that's good. And if I break these bottom ones, it should just all flow down to the bottom. So you got to work from the gotta be careful. Probably should make an iron pick for that. I think I messed one of those up. But if I got an air blocker too, that's okay. With this fast pick, it just poke right through them, so you gotta be careful. There we go. Break all those. Alright, and break these. It's getting dark. Like so. And then we'll go over the other side and do the same thing. Then we'll go down and take a cap. Although we can peek. We can go ahead and peek. See how the water's flowing all the way down, stopping on the signs. Which is what we're looking for. And squid will spawn in flowing water or still water, so it really doesn't matter if it flows a little bit. And then here we go, doing all this breaking. And then we're doing, oh, I fell. And up we go. That looks like that's working okay. All the water's stopping where it should. And we go back up and we break all the rest of it. I'm going to pause the video while I break the rest of it. Okay, so I got all the ice broke. And it's not perfect. I messed up on one spot, but like I said, it doesn't really matter that much. And I should have plenty of squid spawn in here. They won't spawn while I'm within 32 blocks though, so I'll have to go somewhere and go AFK for a little bit, and then 32 blocks away, and then they should spawn. But anyway, so I think that's all for this episode. Y'all have a great day. Tud is out.